Hi all, this is Peter Davies from Jigsaw Trading. This video is for people that have joined the beta trial of MultiCharts and Jigsaw. I'd like to thank you all for joining the trial and helping us to get the product ready to market. What I'd like to do in this video is show you how to get MultiCharts.net and Jigsaw Tools working together. So first of all, let's make sure you have all of the software components you need. The first thing we need to do is make sure you have the right version of MultiCharts.net. Now we only support the .NET versions of MultiCharts and only versions 9.1 and above. So if you don't currently have a license for MultiCharts.net, you can actually go to the AMP website and sign up for a demo license with CQG data on this page here. For those of you that already have a paid version of MultiCharts.net, then you need to upgrade to the latest version on the MultiCharts download page. So it's the Release Candidate 1, the 9.1 beta here. Now for those of you that already have the free version of MultiCharts.net SE, the special edition, then again you need to upgrade to the 9.1 beta version on this page here. Now the Jigsaw Tools are a plugin for MultiCharts, and that does mean you'll need to have MultiCharts installed prior to installing the Jigsaw Tools. The Jigsaw Tools themselves can be downloaded from the Jigsaw Beta Forum. So we go to forums.jigsawtrading.com and the beta test area. So the Jigsaw Tools can be downloaded from the beta forum. You will need to register for this forum, and details of how to do that will be in the email we sent you to welcome you to the beta. This is also where you should log any issues you find running the software. To install Jigsaw for MultiCharts, simply download the latest installer from this thread here. And then once it's downloaded, you can just double click on the downloaded file, and of course that's going to depend on which browser you're using. So let's just click on that file. And what we can see this window that's opened. We just click OK on the first window, and we might see some messages on here to say already exists, do you want to replace it. Certainly when you do an upgrade to install again, to take a new version, you don't need to uninstall the old one. You just say yes to replace all, and the same again if it asks you about any DLLs, just click yes to replace those. Okay, and then that's the install done, nothing else to do. Now what we can do is open the MultiCharts application. So here we have MultiCharts application open, and in this one I'm looking at the E-mini S&P 500. And we are following the same pattern with MultiCharts as with our other implementations of Jigsaw, and attaching the tools to a chart. Now this needs to be an intraday chart with more than 1 day of data loaded. So if we just look here, we can see, make sure you've got 3 days back, not 80 bars back here. Okay, it won't work properly if you don't load more than 1 day of data. Now to run the tools, you simply right click on the chart and insert study. And what you'll see, if you scroll down, you'll see some studies that begin with JTV5. And the tools are JTV5 R tape is the reconstructed tape, JTV5 S tape is the summary tape, JTV5 depth sales is the depth and sales, and JTV5 depth sales live is the live version of depth and sales that allows you to trade a live account. So let's first add the depth and sales live. Okay, let's just move this across, and what we'll see, a window has appeared requesting a license key. This will occur the first time you run the software only. So the activation key was sent to you in the welcome email you received when you signed up for the beta. Now you may find that after activation, let me just paste the key in there. You may find that after activation you need to restart the platform, as the tools have a tendency to time out if they don't have the activation key. But let's also just make sure we get the other tools activated. For the other tools, the depth sales, R tape, S tape, they all activate with the same key, so you just basically need to start one of them and then activate that. And that will activate all of the other tools. And again, what I'm going to do after I've activated, I'm just going to close down MultiCharts and start up again. Okay, so here we are, started up again. Let's just go through that, insert the studies again. You insert more than once. We just have to click OK on this first window. It doesn't really do anything. There's no properties to put in there. And what we'll see is this is the depth and sales here. Okay, so this is the depth and sales. There's no real difference between these two. We've got the depth and sales live and the depth and sales. It doesn't matter which one you use unless you're trying to trade a live account. So there's no difference in the way the data appears. It's just a difference in whether you can trade a live account. So I'm going to just take off the depth and sales there. And then this is the reconstructed tape, which I usually like to put the reconstructed trades on. For me, when I look at the tape, I'm not really interested in the time because I set it to only display trades in the last 3 minutes, and I like a nice big font, and also the least significant digits as the trades come in will actually display, set it to display just a portion of the price. So basically they're the two main tools that I use. I'll send another video explaining how to set these tools up, but basically the reconstructed tape and the depth and sales, basically they have two parts to them. They have the display of trades, but they also have the power meters. And for the reconstructed tape, I've got different power meters that I can set for different periods, different durations, and that's basically there just showing me the actual trade executions or a visual representation of the trade execution. So in this case it's showing me all trades. This one's showing me the last 60 seconds, this one's showing me the last 3 minutes, I believe. The depth and sales, again, we'll show you column by column in another video, but again it's got a strength meter. And we can also have one for trades, one for snapshot, which you'll see in the video, and one for depth. Market depth. You don't need to use all of those, but just showing you how I like to set my screens up. And then we have the trade window. It's very important if we want to place trades. So you can place trades. Obviously we've got quantity buttons here where we can reset the quantities. We can hit market orders here, hit the ask, hit the bid, and join the bid and join the ask. Now we can also place trades by putting an order in here, just clicking on the dome. You can change that trade like that. If you want to do an OCO, you just click OCO and click to prices, and there's your OCO.
Order cancelled.
And one of the key features, what I'd advise you set on, is there's close outstanding orders when position is closed, which basically, if you're in a position
opened,
and then I go flat,
position closed,
you'll see that the order below got taken out. And then the other one is the power meters reset on new position. So again, watch what happens. Watch in this column here, and watch this column here.
Position opened.
Okay, you can see that the trades meter there got reset, and clear current trades on new position as well. Just flatten that one.
Position closed.
Okay.
Opened.
With the new position there, it actually cleared the center columns. So like I say, I will send through a separate video, or there will be a separate video that explains what all the columns are. There's also a manual. If you go to the beta forum, there's a Jigsaw manual, MultiCharts edition, that explains everything in detail. It is really worth reading the manual. And then finally, if we close out, we close the product and save the workspace, then what will happen is when we open the product again next time, you'll see all the windows appear in the same place. That's all for our quick introduction to MultiCharts and Jigsaw. Thank you for joining the beta trial, and please log any issues on the beta forum no matter how small they may seem. Thank you.